Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Antidote of Song. My name is Aryn, and I'm coming to you from Brooklyn, New York City, and I'm so delighted to be with you on this gorgeous, gorgeous Sunday. We have with us today one of our favorite people, Fran André from Devon, UK, who will be sharing a song with us in just a few minutes. But first, it's time to welcome everybody back into our wonderful, beautiful communal room. Everyone wave hello to the folks out there on the live stream. Hi, live streamers. We love it when you join in and sing with us any hour of any day. Keep on singing along. Good morning and hello to our fearless leader, Jojo Rossi in Tacoma Park, Maryland of Carpe Diem Arts. Hi to Sue in Seattle, Linda on Orcas Island, Candace in LA holding fort behind the scenes with the tech. Hello to Susan in Cincinnati, Kathy in Denver. Hi to Bob in Albany, New York. Hoda in British Columbia. Good morning to James in Maryland, another one of our song leaders. Hi to Nan in Michigan, Aloysius in Massachusetts. Hi to Anne in Silver Spring, Maryland, Jenny in Suffolk in the UK. Hi to Delhi. Good morning to Mabel and the Cinnamon Bears in Massachusetts, Trish in Victoria, BC, Bonnie in Boise, Idaho, Annette in California. Hi to Ruth and Clive in Birmingham. Hi to Storm in Massachusetts, Sheila in Florida. Hello to Liana in Vermont, Bob in Massachusetts, Linda, good morning. Hi to Cricket. Hello to Neil in Boston, Elizabeth in California, Ariana in LA, also doing tech for us today, Nancy in Washington State, Fred in Maryland, and let's see who we've got on page 2. We've got the Curly Tops in Vermont, and Pauline coming in the room in the UK right now. And that is everyone joining us today on this lovely Sunday, the 18th. I believe that today is day 1869. We are trekking along. We're going to hit 1900 before we even know it. Now, it is my absolute pleasure and delight to turn it over to the one, the only, Fran André. She is a singer, songwriter, community leader, community builder, community singer, and just all around great person. Hey, Fran, how you doing? Oh, you're still muted. Oh, no, you can't unmute. There we go.
Yay! Hello. Hi, Aryn. Hi, everyone. How you doing?
We much prefer being able to hear you.
Yes, I was like, can you hear me?
So, what have you brought for us today, Fran? You have just the most perfect song for us today.
Oh, it's a one that is absolutely going down a storm here in the UK at the moment. It's by a wonderful singer-songwriter called Una McCann, who is based in Ireland, and she is actually the chair of the Natural Voice Network at the moment. And it's a song that she came up with in the bath, water, creative juices flowing. I get lots of creative inspiration in the bath. It's so it didn't surprise me to hear. And it's all about basically seeing the goodness in everyone. And it was inspired by Tara Brach, I think that's how you say it, who is a Buddhist meditation teacher, a psychologist and an author. So I'm just going to remove my spotlight just so I can see all of your lovely faces on gallery. Yay! Okay, so this song is I believe in the goodness of me, in the goodness of you, and the goodness of everybody. I mean, how wonderful is that to sing? So I'm going to play you a little bit and then we can get started. Is it going to work? Been having a little problem with my tech, so I'm just going to turn it off and on again while I sing you the main part.
Absolutely.
Can you still hear me?
We still can.
Woohoo! So it goes, I believe in the goodness of me, and the goodness of you, and the goodness of everybody. I believe in the goodness of me, and the goodness of you, and the goodness of everybody. Is the first part, which is just so lush. So let's break that down.
Lovely.
Isn't it fun? You just
so fun.
You can't not enjoy and feel the goodness in your heart when you're singing it. So, I've noticed a little mistake in the lyrics. So it's I believe in the goodness of me and the goodness of you. I put it the other way around. So just follow my words. So it goes, I believe in the goodness of me. Try that. I believe in the goodness of you. No, it is you. It's you first.
Sorry,
But
Ariana, we're putting you right on a ride today. But
so
just keep it
sorry.
up great.
You're so on it.
It's a test. It's a test. It's a trick.
And you passed. I'm laughing to myself because this is what I did in choir. Hilarious, hilarious. Bear with me, people. I believe in the goodness of you, and the goodness of me, and the goodness of everybody. I believe in the goodness of you, and the goodness of me, and the goodness of everybody. How are we doing? Are we all good with that part first? Yay!
I think
And
we are.
I can see everyone's beaming. And then we have, we were born to love. We were born to love. How true is that? Let's go. We were born to love. And then, to love, to love. I'll repeat that. That's such a fun line to sing. We were born to love, to love, to love. We were born to love, to love, to love. I believe in the goodness of you, and the goodness of me, and the goodness of everybody. I believe in the goodness of you, and the goodness of me, and the goodness of everybody. We were born to love, to love, to love. That's the song. That's the song. It has harmony, wonderful harmony parts. Yeah, so just play around and enjoy yourself. And if any choir leaders would like to get hold of this song, I'm going to share Una McCann's email address. If somebody in the tech team could find Una McCann's website, I would be hugely grateful. It's McCann, McCann, and we can direct you to her. It's such a great song, so you will enjoy doing it with your choirs. Let me see if I can make this work now with my speaker.
No. We will wait patiently.
You will. Do you know any jokes, Aryn?
Oh, I know so many. The question is, do I know any good jokes? And the answer is no. I'm a teacher, so I'm only allowed to know bad jokes. I'm only allowed to make my students go, what? Oh.
Okay, we're nearly there.
We hear that.
Believe in the goodness of you, and the goodness of me, and the goodness of everybody. I believe in the goodness of you, and the goodness of, and the goodness of everybody. I believe in the goodness of you, and the goodness of me, and the goodness of everybody. I believe in the goodness of you, and the goodness of me, and the goodness of everybody. I believe in the goodness of you, and the goodness of me, and the goodness of everybody. We were born to love, to love, to love. What were we born for? We were born to love, to love, to love. I believe in the goodness of you, and the goodness of me, goodness of everybody. I believe in the goodness of you, and the goodness of me, and the goodness we were born. We were born to love, to love, to love. We were born to love, to love, to love. I believe in the goodness. I believe. This is the bass part. I believe. I believe in everybody. I believe in in the goodness. I believe of you. I believe of me. I believe in everybody. We were born to love, to love. We were born to love, to love. I believe. Great.
Oh, Fran, that's such a fun song. You were kidding.
Oh, I can't hear you, Aryn. Give me 1 second.
Well, believe me, I'm singing your praises.
Wonderful. You just come back.
Oh, that was so wonderful. That is such a fun song. You were right. You can't sing that song and not just feel lifted and energized.
Yes. Did it work okay? Could you hear?
It sounded beautiful. It was perfect.
Things here. It kept changing sound source. Anyway,
well,
I'm glad
we could hear it the whole time, and we could hear ourselves and you, and it was wonderful.
Excellent.
So no complaints on our end. We were good. So, Fran, what have you been up to lately? What has your life looked like in the musical creation space? What have you been working on? What are you excited for?
Well, I'm really excited about my new community choir in Buckfastleigh, in my hometown. It's so lovely. I run a choir now, which is 40 seconds from my house.
That's really nice.
Really good. Good commute. And there's this wonderful new community centre that started in our town. And by these two wonderful people, the two really young, really passionate people about community, and they've turned this old Methodist church, which was disused, into this community centre, and it has made so much difference to our town. There's like all these wonderful events happening, a really lovely feeling of community, and my choir has started there, and it really has tapped into how much people want to sing in our town. To have like our little town having this identity of singing together, and it's just been lovely, so I'm really excited about that.
That's so amazing. Congratulations. That is so wonderful. I'm so happy for you and for everybody who lives near you. May we all be so lucky as to have people like Fran and people like all of our artists and workers in this room who build those spaces and who make a point to deliberately create community spaces for us to do what humans do. Humans sing. We collaborate, we gather. That's what we do.
Yeah, it's so great that the community aspect of it is like, I just feel like I've come back round again, like after doing loads of beautiful choirs. Like I loved having my gospel choir, which was more performance based, and there was a great community spirit in that too.
Oh, of course.
And there's just something I'm really enjoying. It's just about the rootsiness of how much I love to build community through song. And it's like, just been reflecting on that's kind of what comes through everything I do is like this, what does it take for true community? And I guess that's what really inspires me in the work that I'm doing with my National Lottery funded project, the Building Bridges project, where I'm running retreats for people of colour and mixed heritage. And the last retreat that we did, I think I shared, was just the most beautiful space where people were like so opened up by it, and people saying, oh wow, I didn't know how much I needed this medicine of being with people who the mirroring for people of colour, black and brown folks, who mixed heritage folks too, to be with other people with the same cultural resonances and ancestral resonances. It's like really produces this space for kind of a beautiful opening to happen. And then my interest is how can the communities come together, white folks, what needs to be said across all of these communities for like true healing. And when it's all harmonious and beautiful, that's wonderful, but when there's things that need to be said, things that need to be voiced from this painful legacy we've all been conditioned in a way, it's like sometimes these things do need to be voiced. And
of course, and how can we make a space in which that can happen?
Yeah, exactly. So I feel excited about that work as well.
That is so exciting. I actually, that resonates with me quite a lot. I very recently, just about maybe a month ago, was lucky enough to go on this fabulous queer educators retreat that I felt very similarly of how you've spoken about the communities that you're building, where suddenly everyone was just able to blossom and open. And at the end of the weekend, all of us were saying, I didn't know how much I needed this.
Exactly right.
That
Oh, I'm
once
so
you
glad
really
you have
find
that.
that, once you really find that community, it just allows you to do all of this wonderful work. One of the things that we were talking about at that retreat was, how can we be activists? What are all of the roles that need to happen in order to make change? And one
Hmm.
of those roles is community builder. And
Yeah.
the people who really create these spaces for us to meet in collaboration and in
Mm,
love and in connection, that is so invaluable. And to really sit down and listen to people who really know what they're talking about say,
mm,
building community is a skill and an art, and it's something that we need. And then getting to come back to this room, this beautiful community that community
yes.
builders have built and that other community builders have come to share their communities, and that
Yeah.
all of you persistently keep coming back to, is really, really special.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And we so need it in these
Oh,
times now,
yes.
don't we? Right. It's like going to become really important, I think, the more and more we go on
Hmm.
in these times. So yeah, hallelujah
Rebelliously
to
create
everyone.
community and love that community with everything you have.
Yes, absolutely. Whoop, whoop. I'm all about that, Aaron.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that we would absolutely love to touch on something that the Daily Antidote has been doing recently. Instead of Throwback Thursday, the Daily Antidote is doing Thankful Thursday, when we take a moment to express our gratitude, our truly deep gratitude for the spaces like these, for the Daily Antidote and what it brings to all of us. And this one in particular, you might recognize the person here, the very lovely Fran André herself. The Daily Antidote is a truly heartwarming musical nest of song, community, justice, and joy. That's a quote from Fran, one of our DAS partner hosts and song leaders. And so every Thursday, please keep an eye on all of our social media pages. We will be posting from people within our community expressing thankfulness and gratitude and love for this space and for what we are all able to do here together. And it would be really wonderful for us if you would share that gratitude, if you would, share it, repost it, or just see it and note it and like it and love it and keep it with you for the rest of that day and hopefully the rest of the week. Now, Fran, would you take us through that whole song a
Yes.
billion trillion more times, or maybe
Yes,
like two or three
I
times?
will. Yeah. Oh, thank you. It's so lovely to be here and so great as usual to be in the Daily Antidote. I'm so glad that the Black Lives Matter commissioning project through Kathy brought me to meeting Joe and then coming in and getting to know all of you and being here over these years, sometimes more, sometimes less, but I absolutely love being here. It's such a special community. So thank you all for making it what it is. Yeah. And thank you for putting Una McCann's details in the chat. That's wonderful. There she is, Una McCann with 2 C's and 2 N's at gmail.com. So you can buy this song from her, choir leaders. Let me see now how we can just sort this out again, off and on again. Okay. So, are we ready to input to joy and love to each other? Here we go. In the goodness of you, and the goodness of me, and the goodness of everybody. I believe in the goodness of you, and the goodness of me, and the goodness of everybody. I believe in the goodness of you, and the goodness of me, and the goodness of everybody. I believe in the goodness of you, and the goodness of me, and the goodness of everybody. I believe in the goodness of you, and the goodness of me, and the goodness of everybody. I believe it, born to love, to love, to love. We were born to love, the goodness, in the goodness of you. That's right. And the goodness of me. Oh yeah. And the goodness of everybody. I believe in the goodness, in the goodness of. That's you. And the goodness of me. And the goodness of everybody. We were born to love, to love, to love. We were born to love. Okay, pick a square and sing it to that person. In the goodness of you, and the goodness of me, and the goodness of everybody. I believe in the goodness, in the goodness of you, and the goodness of me, and the goodness of everybody. We were born to love, to love, to love. We were born to love, to love, to love. I believe. Yay!
Everyone give a big hand to Fran, André, and Devin UK. Thank you so much, Fran, for being here with us today and sharing that absolutely wonderful song that will 100% be stuck in my head for the rest of my life. I'll check back in with Michael at the end of the week and she can confirm with you if I've been singing it the whole time or not, which I will be.
It's an earworm, but it's a good one. It's a good one.
It's a good one. You gotta have some worms in your ears, you know?
Yeah.
Well, before we say our goodbyes, I would love to tell you who we have coming up this week. We've got an absolutely spectacular week. This week is Mama's Week, and so we are going to be celebrating mothers, celebrating songs about mothers, celebrating mother figures, all sorts of things. And so we have an absolutely phenomenal lineup for you. On Monday, we have Katie Sontag coming in from Oregon. And on Tuesday, Sora Harris Vincent coming in from Minnesota. She's a mama, as we know. We've gotten to see her mama's journey right here on the Daily Antidote, which has been really, really beautiful and wonderful to see. We've got on Wednesday Lizzie Kamba coming in from the UK. On Thursday, new to us in the Daily Antidote of Song, we have Kate Valentine also coming in from the UK. On Friday, that is Shaniqua Trotman, who is a little bit new to us, but who has been with us once before, and as we learned, does so much wonderful work with creating community for mothers, and especially for postpartum depression and building community and support for mothers. She's coming in from Brooklyn. And then on Saturday, we have Namvala coming in from the UK, and on Sunday, Munit coming in from Virginia. And that is going to be a spectacular week. So please be sure to tune in next week and catch all of those beautiful mama songs and mama love and mama community, because it's going to be really, really wonderful. I can already tell. And now it is time for us to say goodbye. Everyone give a big, big round of applause and thank yous and gratitude for our wonderful Fran André, song leader of the day. Fran, thank you for coming in and sharing that song and all of your wonderful thoughts and musings about community. Keep doing what you're doing. It's really important and it really pays off. Thank you, and goodbye to our fearless leader, Jojo Rossi. Sorry, Fran, I interrupted you. Say your goodbyes.
Just say goodbye and thank you.
We love you. We love you, love you. Bye to our fearless leader, Jojo, in Tacoma Park, Maryland. Goodbye to Sue in Seattle, Linda on Orcas Island, Candace in LA running tech for us today, Susan in Cincinnati, Kathy in Denver, Bob in Albany, New York, Hoda in British Columbia, Anne in Silver Spring, Maryland, Jenny in Suffolk in the UK, David and Elsie in Oakland, California. Goodbye to Annette in California, Caroline in DC, Mabel in the Cinnamon Bears in Massachusetts, Bob in Massachusetts as well, Bonnie in Boise, Idaho, Delhi in Maryland, Baba Jim in Maryland. Goodbye to Ruth and Clive in Birmingham, Nan in Michigan, Storm in Massachusetts, Pauline and William in Newcastle. Goodbye, you guys. Bye to Liana in Vermont, Fred in Maryland, Jamie in Victoria, BC, Sheila in Florida, Cricket in Maryland, Linda in California, Linda in Concord. Goodbye to Aloysius in Massachusetts. Let's see who's on page 2. We've got Elizabeth in California. Goodbye to Ariana in LA, also running tech for us. Thank you. Goodbye to Nancy in Washington State, the Curly Tops in Vermont, and Kat also in Vermont. It has been wonderful to be here with you today. This has been the Daily Antidote of Song brought to you by Carpe Diem Arts. My name is Aryn, and we will see you again tomorrow on the Daily Antidote of Song.